Hi loves, welcome back to another exciting tutorial. We will be recreating this beautiful, stunning, structured puff sleeve midi dress with collar and button detail. This dress is so beautiful and it was made by Tuniwak Stitches, and in this tutorial we are going to be recreating it. Before we start, please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are new here, and drop me nice comments. Now let's dive into the pattern drafting. With me here I have the basic bodice block. That is the back block over there, and this is the front block. So this is the shoulder line, the chest line, the bust point line, this is the under bust line, the waist line, and this is the hip line, okay? And then the full length of the dress plus hemming allowance, okay? I had to mark down the nipple to nipple width divided by 2. That is the bust pan measurement, okay? So I'm going to go ahead now and convert this basic bodice block to armhole dart, okay? So I'm going to come to the under bust line and mark 1.5 here, okay? And then connect it to the bust point line. Then I'll come to the waist line and bring down this 1.5. Then on this side, I am going to mark 1 inch on the under bust line, okay, as well as on the waist line, all right, and then connect it to the bust point. I'm going to come to the armhole and divide it by 2 as the middle point and connect to the bust point line, okay. Now I'm going to mark down 1 inch from that first line, okay, to form the armhole dart. Then I'll connect it back to the bust point. Now I'm going to replace this 1 inch that I have just marked down here on that second line. This is no longer the armhole line, but this second one, okay? So I'm going to come under the chest line and mark my bust circumference divided by 4, okay? My bust is 36. When I divide by 4, I have 9 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 9 inches. Now I'm going to trim off this whole place, okay? So because of that, I will be replacing everything I'm going to trim out here. So I have ½ inch here. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the ½ inch. So I'll come on the under bust line and mark my under bust circumference divided by 4. Okay, so I have under bust measurement of 28 divided by 4 will give me 7. Now I'm going to measure this dart intake and replace it. I have 2.5, so I'll go ahead and replace the 2.5. Then I'll come on the waist line and mark my waist circumference divided by 4, and I will also replace the dart intake. All right, to come to the hip line and mark my hip circumference divided by 4, all right, and connect all the points. I will take this hip measurement down to the hem, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is to mark the side dart, and my side dart is 1 inch because my front half length is 16 while the back half length is 15. That means that the difference between the back half length and the front half length is just 1 inch. I'll connect it to the bust point line. And then I will blend this point because I don't want to have my bust point pointy, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is to go over to the back and mark my body measurement at the back, okay? Under the chest line, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Then on the waist line, I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4 and then replace the dart intake. I have 1.5 dart intake, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Then on the hip line, I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and then connect and also take the hip measurements down to the hemline, all right? Now remember that this dress has combination at the down part. So I'm going to go ahead and mark where I want the upper parts to stop, okay? So from my shoulder, I want to mark down 36 inches, okay? That is where I want the top part of the dress to stop. So that means this whole part will be the black material or any other color that you are combining yours with. So I will go ahead and measure the length, okay? From the hemline, I have 13 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark the same 13 inches at the back, okay? Next thing we are going to do now is to convert this to the side gather dress that we are making. I'll come to the hip line and mark 1 inch here, okay, and I'll also mark 1 inch here because this is now the hemline of the upper part, okay. This part will be the black combination, all right. So I'll go ahead and connect like so from the hip line. Then I'll connect to this dart line, okay. This is the dart line, so I'm going to carefully connect to the dart line like so. So that means the side gather is going to be like this. Let me close the dart so that I can get a good shape here. Please note that at this point you can give the side gather any shape of your choice, okay. So let me use the tracing wheel to get that curve perfectly. So I'll go over to the back and do exactly what I have done for the front at the back, okay. So I'll come to the hip line and mark down 1 inch, and I'll also mark down 1 inch at the hem, okay, of the upper part, and then connect. Then I'll connect it to the dart line. For the neckline, I am going to mark 3.5 by 8 inches. This neckline depends on how deep and wide you want your neckline to be. This is how I want mine to be, okay. So I'll go ahead and connect. For the back neckline, I am maintaining the same neck width that I have for the front, which is 3.5. So I'll go ahead and mark 3.5 as the neck width that I want by 1 inch depth, because the back neck is high neck, okay. I am going to go ahead now and cut out my pattern, okay. So first of all, I'll cut out this part for the black combination, all right, both for the front and the back. Now I'll go ahead and cut out from this part. Now I'll cut out the neckline and the shoulder. I will also close up the side dart. After closing up the side dart, I will go ahead and redraw the bust point line because you don't want to have your bust point pointy, okay. I will also redraw the side line because you can notice that the side line is no longer straight, okay. So I'll go ahead and redraw the side line. So this is what I have for the front. This is the center front and the side front, okay. This one is the side gather. So let me go ahead and continue cutting the back. So I'll go ahead and cut out the neckline, the shoulder, the armhole. Then I'll trim off the 0.75 that I marked at the back for the zipper not to bulge. Now I'll go ahead and cut out the side. I want to extend the dart to the shoulder. You can extend to the armhole. Then I'll cut from the hemline. So this is the center back and the side back, okay. That means that I did not cut the dart for the down part. So this side will be for the side gathers. This is the front. Now I want to tape them together so that we can cut them together, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and indicate where I want my pleats to start from. This is where I want the pleats to start from at the front, okay. This is 18 inches. So I'll go ahead and start slashing from there, all right. So you can slash as many as you want. You can slash into 3, you can slash into 4, okay? Depends on however you want. So I want to take 2 inches for the slashing. Then for the back, I will also do the same thing. For the black combination, which is the down part of the dress, it is 13 inches. So I'm going to add half inch joining seam allowance to the top part, okay? That means I have 13.5. So I'll cut this part 13.5, okay? These are the fabrics that I'm using for the dress, okay? The orange fabric is 3 yards, while the black fabric is 1.5 yards. What we are going to do now is to place the pattern on our fabric and cut. I will start by cutting out the side girders. I have 20 inches here, so I'm going to add extra 1.5 to this length. That means I have 21.5. So I'll go ahead and measure out 21.5 on my fabric, okay? So this is the side that is in yard, and this side is the side that is in length, okay? So I'm going to cut out 21.5. That is the length of the side girder from here, okay? You can notice that I did not measure from the curved part. I measured from this part, the side that is straight, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and measure out 21.5. So I am going to measure it out 3 times, okay? You can see that I have already cut out the 21.5, okay, by 3. This is the first one. I joined them together, and this is the second one and the third one, okay? So I had to join them together to have a total of 176, okay? I have a total of 176. I will go on now and fold the fabric into 2 equal parts. So I'll get the pattern paper and then start slashing, okay? This is the back. You can notice this is the back. This side that has joining, I want to have it at the back, okay? While the other side will be at the front. So I'll start by slashing. Now I'll cut out the first line and place it on my fabric. I'll place the pattern as ½ inch above the hem, okay? Because you remember we have ½ inch joining seam allowance there. So I'll place it and then give out space to place the second one, okay? To place the second one, I used 9.5 inches spacing, even though that I later moved it to 9 inches. If you're using the same measurement with me for the side girder, then you can go ahead and spread by 9 inches apart to place each pattern, making sure that you place the pattern at ½ inch above the hem, okay? After that, the next thing I'm going to do is to come to the top and add ½ inch joining seam allowance at the top of the curve, okay? I am going to add that ½ inch on the whole pattern for the joining of the side girders to the bodice. Now I'll go ahead and cut out just like you see me doing in the video. Now I'm going to remove all the patterns and pins, and I'll also indicate where I will start pleating from. So this is the pattern that we drafted. You can see that I have already placed it on my fabric, and I also added all the necessary allowances, okay? So I'm going to go ahead now and cut out the pattern. So now we have the back and the front pieces cut out. The next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out facing pieces for the front and the back neckline. If you are using lining, all you have to do is to place your pieces on top of the lining piece and cut exactly the same size, okay? But I'm going to be using facing, so I'll go ahead and cut out facing for the front and the back neckline. And if you are cutting facing just like me, please use another material to cut facing for the neckline so that the fabric that you are making use of will be enough for the sleeves. The 3 yards that you are managing, except you are using 3.5 yards, but if you're using 3 yards, don't use the same fabric to cut out facing for the neckline so that you have enough material left for the sleeves, okay? The next thing to do is to stitch the dart and start stitching the dress. I'll be uploading the sewing tutorial next on the channel. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Turn on your notification bell so that once I upload the sewing tutorial, you'll be notified. Or you can just tell me in the comment section to send you the sewing tutorial and I will send you the link once I upload it. See you there.